All right, just a little bit of a low light intro here. Just wanted to point out in this video, obviously, we're going to be doing some thrifting. I'm going to be showing you a little bit of what's going on throughout the day. While I was out this day, I looked back, and now that I'm doing my editing and stuff, and I made 5 sales on Poshmark that day that all came from automatic offers being sent out to likers through Posh Sidekick. So I was out for, a good portion of a day, several hours, obviously not wanting to be on my phone, not wanting to pay attention to what's going on, looking at hundreds of notifications so I can send out offers manually to people. Here's where Posh Sidekick steps in. I mean, honestly, I'm going to just tout these guys once again. For me to be able to go out all day, make 5 sales without even paying attention because those offers are getting sent out automatically, that to me is just brilliant. Like, that makes it worthwhile right there. So yeah, just wanted to point that out, and let's get into the video, see what I picked up that day, see kind of how the thrifting process goes for us. We do have to travel a decent amount to get out and thrift to some places, unless we're going to our normal spot. But yeah, anyway, enjoy the video. Here's a day of thrifting. So here we are starting off our thrifting week. I'm on vacation this week and doing it all up at, okay, that sun is bright, but anyway, we're at our first stop. And this is a non-Guys Frenchies. This is one of the other ones, but it's all right. We find some stuff here. It's a little bit poorly lit, as you guys will see, probably from any footage that I put in this. But yeah, let's get at it. We just opened up, so it's about 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning. Alright, so as you can see here, this store has a whole bunch of LuLaRoe. I was just pointing it out, like this was on their new rack, and just so much of it. They're selling it for $9. It's like, nobody's buying this. This is just too much. I don't know. So I find this Faraday shirt. Faraday's a great brand. It definitely has some good value. I'm looking over this shirt. Since this store is so dimly lit, I take it over on top of this media bin, which has a light right above it, and I see that mark. And I realize it is the same shirt that I had to pass on before because of that same mark. So easy to see, or so easy to miss flaws in this store. So up ahead, I'm going to notice this typewriter. Jamie had actually pointed it out. This is a vintage Smith Corona electric typewriter. It's in its case. I'm walking towards it thinking, ooh, this could be good. I sold a couple like this before, different models. One I think for like $50, one for I think like 60 or 80. I can't even remember. This was the Electra 110. Looks like it was half decent. I'm thinking, yeah, I'll buy this if it's, $10, maybe even up to 20. And no, they've got $50 on it. So it's like, yeah, that's not a thrift store price, but whatever. I mean, that's fine. It's probably good for someone. All right, so that place, I'm not going to say it was a complete bust, but it was pretty much a complete bust. As you can see there was a lot of flaws, a lot of stains, and it's a dimly lit store. So you got to do your due diligence and really check things under the light, which there's one light in there that's actually worth checking things under. But I did find that Peter Millar, sweater, golf sweater, which was cool. And Jamie found a couple little books for herself. But we are going to go ahead and hit the next store, which is one of the actual chains that we're used to. It's about 10 minutes from here. And yeah, hopefully that'll be a lot better. Well, I know it will be. this one was fine until I noticed it was all like stretched up along the back there.
I just saw the Snox Rose dress, but it's a medium.
Looks like a linen blend. I don't think it is, but
Yeah, it has that weird tag.
you know what? All the big embroidery and stuff, I think it's worth grabbing.
Okay. I was kind of thinking the same thing, but I wanted to...
Yeah. Probably wouldn't normally. So here I was looking at some video games, and they didn't have much, but there was one that I would have been interested in, but it was actually the wrong disc inside. I think it was Mario Kart for the Wii, but it was actually just like Wii Play or something. Just, yeah, no good. So this store does have a pretty decent selection of board games and books and movies and things like that, but a lot of it's just the same stuff. Like, they don't rotate their inventory or do deals or sales or anything. So a lot of the times it's the exact same stuff we've seen, you know, the last time we were here, which sometimes is like a month or so. So I don't think we ended up getting anything in those genres or categories today, but yeah, it's always worth taking a browse and seeing what you can find. You never know. I mean, there could always be a hidden gem somewhere. You know, I think maybe you can get a couple of like little cookbooks or something like that for personal use, but really they don't have a lot of stuff in this store that's any good for reselling. So another annoying thing about this store is that they have a lot of their clothing in bins, which, I mean, is fine. If you're going to the Goodwill bins, you're buying things really cheap. But, I mean, this is regular price stuff just in the bins. You got to dig for stuff. I really don't enjoy that very much. But did find a pair of Carhartt jeans that, you know, paid like $6 for and will sell for $25, $30. So it works out. It's just kind of annoying.
I could get these. Wow. I like the way you dig it.
All right, so we are parked. We are parked between a Staples and a Walmart, actually, in a parking lot where we're meeting somebody. I'm picking up a couple of like old school vintage Blue Jays posters, like framed posters that I had as a kid, and now somebody is selling them on Marketplace in this town that's like, you know, a little over an hour away from home, and I'm seeing the exact same three that I had as a kid. So I'm picking those up here in probably about 45 minutes, but it's a little bit after 12 right now. We've been out thrifting, as you would have seen, you know, 4 different places probably, I think, and mostly misses, but one good hit. And now it's time to eat. So Jamie prepared us a nice little lunch here. I'll show you guys what we have. So we got our own little bento box here. We've got a nice sandwich with just some various plant-based deli meats, because we are plant-based, and we got some nice... We can ignore this expiry date of March. This is still fine. It's like, honestly, it's still good. Yeah, this is actually extremely delicious yogurt. It's a really, really nice vanilla flavor. And then, yeah, we just got some mini Oreos there as well. Probably have some chips and whatnot. But anyway, this is a way to save some money while we're out thrifting instead of going to a fast food place. I'll show those chips too. Because normally if we're going to eat at a fast food place, you know, we're going to be out $30 or more. And instead we could just make our own food. And so these are an accidentally plant-based, accidentally vegan chips, these charcoal roasted chicken chips from Walmart. They are absolutely delicious, so we'll have some of those as a snack as well. Good game I would have got for myself, but the disc is all scratched.
As usual. Tapped jams. Nice.
So we never find video games, like not Super Nintendo games and stuff out of the wild, but found Toonie Toons Adventures Buster Bust Loose for $1.95, and then also a copy of Super Mario World. Same deal, same price. I asked if they, get many of these in. They say they never know, like they never have any idea. For $2 a piece, yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick those up. And yeah, so I already own the Mario game, and I probably don't really care about the Looney Tunes game. I mean, I do have a modded or hacked Super Nintendo Mini, so I've got the entire Super Nintendo library available at any time. But, I'll either hold on to those games and maybe lot them up with a Super Nintendo system if I find it to sell, or I'll just sell them even for like, in that $15 to $20 range. $2 a piece pickup is pretty sweet, so... All right, we are off to our next place. This is mostly a clothing spot. It's one of the, the regular thrift ones we go to. And it's about 20 minutes or so away from here, so that'll be the last stop of the day. It's been pretty good. We've spent a good amount of money, but we've gotten a good amount of stuff today. And, yeah, we never really know what we're going to find in this next place. Like, we could walk in there and be able to spend $50, or we could walk out with $200 worth of stuff. We never really know, so... Mm-hmm. All right, we'll see you there.
Well, I mean, it's not going to take us from here.
No, but that is 20 minutes or so. All right, so I didn't end up getting all of these Boston Marathon 5K t-shirts, but I got a good chunk of them. And yeah, this is just easy money. This is like 5-something into about $30 to $35. Thrift store number 8 for the day. All right, so we are home, and it is about 6:30, a little bit after. It was a long day. We were out for about 10 hours altogether. I think we left the house around 7, got home around 5. And, which is fine. We got lots done today. Ended up spending around $525 today on inventory, which is pretty nuts, but You know, we haven't done like a full count or anything, but I know there's like at least a couple $1,000s worth of sales here in product. So I'm going to film some hauls, but first I'll just kind of give you a glimpse of just, you know, what the pile looks like. And then probably just call it there. So anyway, enjoy this next clip, and I will see you in the next video.